The leg just.
So- Hello, everyone, and welcome to the House of Royale, episode 24. Get ready because this is going to be a hot, sexy episode.
In the House of Royale.
24. That's my day of birth.
Really?
Yeah, that's wild.
Wait, hold on. Save it.
All right.
He is one of the most beautiful and talented actors. He's a model. He has credits as a dancer on his IMDb because of me. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
Also, he's going to raise your endorphin levels and make you feel excited about living life. Once again, ladies, please give it up for the spicy, sweet, adorable, hot Elando Baltimore. Yeah.
That was a quite an intro.
I mean, it's so difficult to intro hot people. I'm like stumbling over my words. I don't know what to say. You're making me all verklempt. And, but I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in years.
I know. What has it been, like 2, 3?
I guess I met you on set
Yep.
for my music video, Please Her. Shout out to Matt Katy, who is now choreographing the Madonna tour.
Matt, congrats. Love you, man.
We love you, Matt. We were shooting a music video and you were like, oh my God, I have never had a credit as a dancer. Now I do.
I think out of all the music videos I was in, that's the first one I ever had to dance.
Incredible.
Dance and do work. Where I actually had to like hold you in the hallway.
Yes, yes.
So-
But I kept it really PG for that video. Like, I feel like Matt and Ricky were like, are you sure you don't want this to be like sexier, like gyrating? And I'm like, no, I want there to be a message of like the men like protecting us.
I loved it, honestly.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my most favorite videos I ever worked on.
Aw.
And you were just humble, sweet. You know, you helped me step out of the box because I can't dance, even though I always wanted to dance. But you definitely helped me out with it, and you made me feel really comfortable on set. So,
Well, thank you. It was a beautiful day. Everyone was so sweet. It was
Yeah.
like a moment in show business where I'm like, oh my God, there isn't, no one is like getting assaulted or drugged. Like it was like a very like safe experience, you know, like we all had a good time.
that was in the middle of the pandemic too, right? Or we were coming out of it.
I think so. Yeah, it was like 2021.
Yeah, so that was like the first thing I worked on since like COVID. So that was
Yeah.
awesome to get out of the house.
However,
However.
your resume is stacked with music videos, and a lot of things that you've been booked for involve some of the best dancers in LA and New York. I mean, you've been around dancers pretty much your whole career.
Yeah, I have actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been blessed to work with some great people. So
Yeah. Okay, so I want to get into a hot topic right now because she is a hot topic. Her show is crazy. It's happening right now, currently in Las Vegas.
right.
You guys all know and love her. Her name is Erika Jayne. And boy, do I have some juice for you.
Ooh, I like juice.
So I know that we're not allowed to talk about your love affair with Erika, but no, I'm kidding.
You trying to give me a divorce before I even got married? Gee. Candace Dalton, I love you. Had to clarify.
I'm sure Candace is like, whatever you need to do to get that money, honey. Like,
She said that before.
yes, exactly. So with Erika, this is so intense and crazy because
Yeah.
the same thing happened to me that happened to you. I looked at your Instagram yesterday and I was like, no way, that's so funny. Where your friends go to the show
Right.
and they're sitting there going, oh my God, is that my friend? And they sent you like footage and like clips.
That was crazy.
So crazy, right? And so for me, the year before last, there's a show in Las Vegas called
Blueface?
Lady.
No, play-
Lady. What?
So was it Blueface, the Blue Men?
No. No,
I'm messing
blue
with
balls,
y'all.
honey. Obviously, no. Like a ladylike show. A ladylike
Okay,
show. It's a
okay.
burlesque show, and my friend Nazim, he was like sitting in the audience, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is Rochelle's song."
What?
It was a fully choreographed number to my song, and he sent me a video of it, and I'm like, I'm in a Las Vegas show. So
That's
when
amazing.
I saw,
I did
yeah,
not know that.
yeah. So I was like, look, I'm not gonna sue you guys. I'll promote the show for you, but at least credit my name.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know. So when you found out that you were in the show, what was that like? I mean, how did that all come about?
I mean, I was excited. I mean, I've worked with Erika before. That was my second. It was kind of like a video-ish, but that's the second time I actually worked with her. But her manager is my manager,
Oh,
and
nice.
we're also really good friends too. So shout out to Independent Artist Entertainment, JC
Yes.
and Jen. But yeah, so they went to her show and they had pictures and they sent it to me. I was like, what? Because I did that. I did that shoot with them. God, it had to be like over 4 years ago. So it was like right after the Fifth Harmony video.
Wow. And you're like in a chair wearing latex and like, right, chains, like all this BDSM, like, wow.
So I mean, if you don't mind me telling you, so they they asked me to come in. I was like, awesome, yeah, I love Erika. I worked with her before and stuff. And I come to the shoot and I see a table, and the table was just like filled with all this like S&M like leather devices and everything. And I was like, Jen, what did you get me into? So, but anyway, I always have a good time with them and everything.
Yeah.
They always like, treat me good and give me respect. So, but yeah, it wasn't just a chair stuff. We did some crazy scenes.
Okay. So wait, you were with Erika the day of the shoot.
Right. It was
And-
Erika and a few other guys. Yeah.
And so were you guys like dancing on her, or like, are there photos like with you and her?
Yeah, there has to be a lot of photos and videos. So basically, from what I understand, they were using that for the white party in Palm Springs she was doing
Oh.
that year. So, and I think, she just used it for other shows that she's did. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so Erika, shout out. I love you. I think I have like 15 dancers that I'm friends with that are literally like in your show right now.
She's the best.
Yeah. So number one, we want you to come on the pod and definitely do an episode. Yes, for Elando. Do it for Elando. And two, Erika, we would love to see a photo of you and Elando. If
I'm
you
down
can
with
make that happen, that would be amazing.
I'm down with that. No pressure, Erika.
Yes. It's so inspiring too to see Erika, like, just like we have other women out there too, like they're not 25 anymore, right?
Right.
And they're like proving to everybody that you can still be a pop star at whatever age.
Right.
So you're an actor in Hollywood, and even though you look 25, you're not 25 anymore either. So like
age call out.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think I know
hear you.
personally, I would like to hear an inspirational message about never giving up, because I think a lot of us get in our heads about like, oh my God, I'm still trying to do this. It hasn't happened yet. When really it's like, no, but we have been doing it and we just are what we are. Like we
Right.
are artists and people need to be inspired.
I mean, I try not to get caught up with the age thing. I think my motto has always been, even like when I came to LA, is that I never want to know like what if I didn't try.
Yeah.
So I always have to like give my all, and it like being an artist, I'm sure it's the same thing for you.
Mhm.
On the acting side, it's such an investment. Like it doesn't come overnight. Very few people do get it overnight, but for
Yeah.
me, like I really didn't start like getting actual credits. I've been out for about 17 years. I didn't really start getting actual credits about 7 years ago.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
yeah, they say it takes about like 10 years to really start seeing some progress in the acting side of things. So
Yeah. And the other thing that I would like to say about that is the aesthetic, or like the fabric of Hollywood is changing now.
Right.
Like it's just not the same anymore. And we have Gen Z. We are the millennials that are kind of like,
the old heads.
yeah, I mean, we're going to be the ones running this world. And I think that we all want it to be a more emotionally safe place to be an artist, because it can, like, being a woman, the reason why I built this studio is because I really don't want to work for a man ever again. Like, I don't want to be in the studio with a man. I don't want a man managing me. Like, I really just wanted my freedom.
Right.
And I think the beautiful thing about actors now is that you guys can shoot your own scenes, you can write your own like screenplays or whatever. Like, you know, it's a lot of like do it yourself.
Right.
Are you into that? Do you like collab with other people, or like what's your opinion on the DIY stuff?
That's interesting. It's an interesting topic because for the first time in like my career, I've been kind of like transitioning to the writing portion of it. I've never been a writer. But I think for me, I was getting typecast into so many things or getting called in for the, you know, and I don't mind, but like
sexy.
the hot guy, the bartender, the detective, the ball player. And just deep down, I'm a nerd. So I love Star Wars, like Harry Potter, you know, I love all that stuff. So for me, I just always wanted to do roles that basically like people of my color didn't, you know, that you didn't see them on TV doing.
Yes.
You know? And I started to realize, you know, the only ways those things are probably going to happen is if you start creating it. So I'm in that mindset now where I'm trying to transition to being a writer. I mean, there's a lot of components to it, but you know, yeah,
exactly.
I am interested in it.
We're not gonna like be the stereotype anymore because it is so exhausting.
I love that.
It's so exhausting to like be looked at as just a hot person. And like I should watch how I intro you guys. Like when I have super hot people on, I'm always like, and they're so hot. It's like, yeah, like I need to be careful with how I present you guys to the world, because it is true. It's like we don't know that you're actually like at home doing calculus while reading Harry Potter, you know.
I'm definitely not doing calculus anymore.
Anymore, but you used to.
Well, I was a math guy, so I was actually
shit.
I went to college for finance, so I thought I was going to be doing something in the stock exchange and everything. So you know, little did I know I'd be in LA, you know, working as an actor. So
wow.
/ dancer.
See, who would have known? Hot people are smart too, y'all.
Oh, thanks. Yes, we are.
Let's talk about some of the shows that you've done, because this is so. Okay. You guys are fans of all of these. Can we just? I want to start with Blackish, because that's like an honor. Like, what a great show to be on.
Great show.
What was that experience like?
Crazy part is for that audition. I'm going to tell you about the audition first. For that audition, I actually did it by myself. So I like pre-recorded my voice, and because I didn't have a speaker for that particular audition, and I ended up booking it. But I was playing a dad, so that was like, you know, wow, I'm playing dad roles now.
Yeah.
Amazing. The set was amazing. Like it was just these kids that I was working with that are my children. I was like blown away how advanced their acting skills were.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I need to set my game up. But it was a great show. Like I was so proud to be on it. So
that is incredible. Do we know the kids? Like, what are their names? Like as a father, like how did it feel to be a dad? How many kids did you have? And do you want kids? Like, that's like 14 questions in one.
Yeah, it is. It's all good. Bring them on. I don't know the name of the kids.
Okay. We'll find out.
I do follow them on Instagram, and every now and then I'll like one of their pictures or comment on it. Yeah. They were awesome. It was 2.
Okay.
I think they were like playing like 12, 13. So they were, you know, young teenagers. It was an awesome sandwich scene. You know, I was making lunch and everything. Do I want kids? Of course. I would love to have kids. If I'm blessed to have them, great. You know, but I grew up in a big family.
Yeah.
So especially my Puerto Rican side, I got so many freaking cousins. So yeah, I feel like a lot of the cousins that I have that are older now, I helped raise them, you know, and it was just like I saw them when they were babies. So yeah. I love me some kids.
Same. I mean, both sides of my family are gigantic. But I think like also the world is changing once again, and it is like more difficult to be like, okay, we're living in a crazy world and we're gonna bring a kid into this world.
And that's the hard part, because it is kind of scary to have kids. You know, and then you also want to. I grew up pretty poor. My fiance grew up, you know, pretty poor. So. Yeah. We don't want to bring a child into this world unless, you know, we're able to like make sure they're security's there. We're
Yeah.
like living comfortably, but you know, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. How about you? You want kids?
I just, like I said, I just want to hire a bunch of 25-year-olds to be my boyfriends. I want a mansion on a hill, and my children will be my quote unquote sons who like just work for me and like fuck me. And
Hey,
I think
dig
that's
it. Hey, that's a float your boat. Hey, do what you gotta do.
like the other day, like I was manifesting with Maria, like what we really want. And, you know, like a part of me does want like that loving partner, but I just, do they exist? I don't know. Like I'm sure there's great men out there that can handle my motherfucking ass, but so far I think the dynamic has always been like, they're worried about a girl like me. They want to put us in a box. They want to control
gotcha.
us. So you guys are married.
No,
Oh.
we're engaged right now.
You're
I
engaged.
call her my wife, so
Okay. So as a fiance, as a boyfriend, as a partner, do you guys ever deal with like jealousy? How do you keep the relationship healthy?
man, I think in the beginning it was a challenge just because she's from Boston, more like the town vibe. You know, I've been out here and I go out for auditions where, sometimes I'm like rolling in a bed, so for like music videos, but I just had to be upfront with her right from the get go and, make sure it was something that she's okay with. And, there was a little,
Yeah.
a couple conversations in the beginning, but I think now that we know each other, we have that, understanding and respect of each other that, we don't cross boundaries, but at the same time, like she understands what I do for work.
Yeah.
And, so there's not really that jealousy, I don't think.
Okay. So ladies, it is possible. There are men out there that will just let you be you. I mean, but she's letting
Nice.
you be you. So it's like kind of in the reverse.
Well, no, I let her be her as well. Like, I think it goes both ways. She's not she's not doing like the videos and TV shows, so it's a different, aspect of things. But I still let her be comfortable. I don't try to restrict what she's wearing or anything like that. So she's her own person.
Yes. Amen. Amen, honey. Well, I guess someday I'll find someone who isn't totally crazy and controlling.
I'm sure you will find a person for you.
Yes.
If that's what you want.
Yeah. Or several. We'll see. Okay, so let's move into Night Court.
Okay.
Because that's wild and crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Okay, so tell us all about it.
All right, so basically I was playing I guess one of those like clerks that work in a courthouse. So I had a uniform on. I was approaching the main character. She had a wedding dress that I was supposed to get from her. And when she gave me the wedding dress, I pulled my clothes off. And I had a gold pair of, I guess panties or underwears, whatever you want to call them. Just did a little dance for her. And the very first take that I was on the set, I had to run with the wedding dress. So I'm very clumsy. So I'm running down. So basically I grabbed the wedding dress. I'm running down the hallway and I slipped and I flew into the wall and freaking leg was bleeding. And this was in front of everybody on set. Very first take. And I was just like mortified. I'm like, my fiance would be like, yep, he's the clumsy one.
Oh my God.
So.
Okay, so what is Night Court? Like, is there a judge? Like, what is it?
So at Night Court is a NBC show that used to be, I believe it was during the 80s. It was on, on air. I think the late 80s or early 90s and went off air, and then they just brought it back. So it's a reboot. Okay. But yeah, it's the whole like, it's a comedy on NBC.
Okay.
So it's a whole court system and just,
okay.
Yeah, so it is a good one.
What is the audition process like for jobs like this? Like, is there just 10 of you and you guys all just have to strip in front of the casting director?
I think back in the day it used to be like that pre-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Now we, for the most part, like I would say 95% of my roles are self-tape.
Yep.
So, I have it set up just like this, lights, camera, and yeah, that one I had to rip my shirt off for that one. So it was basically, I had a couple lines. Yeah, just delivering the lines, and there is a trick to it. There's like a mastery of like when you're actually on like, being on camera and everything. Like you got to look at a certain point. You don't want to look directly into the camera. So.
Okay, so stripper tips on how to audition to be a professional stripper for TV. Have you ever been asked to do shows like Love Island or Fuckboy Island? I love Nikki Glazer, so I would love to see you on F-Boy Island. That would be so amazing.
Yeah, I would never go on that show, but I have to admit one of my guilty pleasures is Love Island UK. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that show, and it's just I started watching that during the pandemic. That one is just their whole banter and the way they talk and their accents. I love it.
Yeah. True.
But no,
yeah.
I never been on a show like that.
Okay, but you would never agree to do it.
No. Especially now. Now I'm in a relationship. Now I'm good.
Okay.
Trying to set me up.
Good to know. No, I mean, it's a hot topic. I love Nikki Glazer, and she's like hosting.
She's funny.
It's actually, I would love to host something like that.
I could totally see you hosting that.
You know
would
what?
kill it.
Hit me up, y'all. I don't know who the network is, but like, I would love to host F-Boy Island or one of those shows. Okay, so Viola Davis is literally a national treasure. She is one of the most talented actresses in the world, and to even have your name next to hers is like such an incredible honor. You were cast to do an episode of How to Get Away with Murder.
Right.
Tell us all about it.
Well, that one was actually an in-person audition. And sometimes like when it's like a really big show, the script is like totally different than what it's going to actually be. So I actually didn't know it was going to be a scene with Viola Davis.
Wow.
So I had auditioned. I was basically like a drug dealer, and I was just in a car with a bunch of other, druggies. And I don't know what else I'd say, but basically I was like handling drugs and stuff. And I got the call that I booked it, and then when I got the call sheet for the shoot, it was just basically me and her the whole day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I'm on a freaking show with Viola Davis, and it's just like literally her and I.
Oh my God.
So basically when I got on a set, I went into my trailer, and they were like, oh, you got to go to makeup first and stuff. And they're like, we want you to come in here now so you can meet Viola, so you guys, start building a little rapport and stuff. I was like, okay. So she's amazing.
Wow.
She's badass. She's very like, very serious kind of look and everything, but she's badass.
Her Instagram is actually really lighthearted and like fun. And she's always like trying to inspire through like memes and stuff. Mm-hmm. So when you first met her, was she kind of like more playful and lighthearted, or was she like really serious?
I mean, she wasn't playful or anything. She was just like, hey, how's it going? She was just like very welcoming. Mm-hmm. I think at first, I'll tell you the first thing I did. The first thing I did when we were on set, I was like, I'm putting this phone away. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna like try to like, spark a conversation, but if it naturally happens, awesome. So, but I just wanted to make sure I took in like every moment. Yeah. And I wanted her to know that I was like serious about the role too. I think after like a couple takes, her and I just started like easing in. There'll be like little questions here and there. And I ended up like talking to her most of the day.
Wow.
And it was just like, that alone was like the best experience I ever had as an actor.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Viola Davis.
Seriously.
We love you.
She, I mean, if you don't mind me saying this too, she, one of the great things I actually love, because I was asking her about the show, and I was asking her like, are you happy that it's ending and everything? And she was just like telling me a lot about, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but she was telling me she really appreciated the, like finding her passion again, getting back into the theater. And it was awesome, like hearing someone who's like on a successful show, kind of looking for the next thing. And like, as an actor, you're always like trying to like make sure that love and passion is still there.
Yeah.
So it was, it was some great tips for me.
Yeah, I mean, you can have it all. You can have it all. I mean, I just saw on Twitter yesterday, I'll bleep his name out, but for all the people on our live right now, he just like crashed his Lambo or whatever car
it was. I
was.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it's like you think that these people are on top of the world and they're just living the life, but it doesn't matter what level you're at. It's always like coming back to one with oneself and like checking in with yourself and like, am I truly happy? And so I think it's important for all of the artists out there to remember that like when we're looking at our peers who are succeeding and booking all these jobs and like we're not, we're all on our own journey and we're all meeting ourselves where we're at, and like we're doing the most that we possibly can with. I just would never want to be handed everything and then be in a place where you're getting wasted or like doing drugs or like having to turn to
Right.
something else to fill that void.
Right.
Like, even though I obviously like I'm such an overachiever and I would love to be on a world tour and have all these accolades and all these things, like I'm so content with having you guys come here and like share these stories together. And like this studio has given me a renewed sense of hope and light
Right.
within the realm of being an artist.
I love that.
So I totally understand, even someone like her would be in a moment of like, maybe I'm not 100% inspired. Do you have any like daily rituals that help you get your head right or like get you back in the game?
I took up meditation, so I do the Calm app, and believe it or not, that thing it's been helping me out a lot. So I do that probably for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I do CrossFit too, so that's been just the fitness aspect and just competing with other people. At the gym.
I saw on your live story. I think this is the first time I've ever looked at your live story.
It's all good.
I don't look at live stories, you guys, because
I didn't even know your name till a few days ago. I didn't even know how to pronounce it
swear
right.
to God. If one more person says Rachel, I swear to God. But I do apologize to my friends for not looking at your live stories because it gives me anxiety.
It's all
like
Gucci. It's all good.
I like not knowing anything.
I'm not really a social media person anyway, so I put like random things up and it's like gone for like 2 months.
Right. Yeah. But I did look at your live story and I was like, what in the ever living Jesus is happening right now? Like, you were upside down in a handstand with like 100 pounds on your abs, like this belt, you guys, like not even real. He's not even human. And you were jumping like in a handstand.
We're just gonna leave it at that. Like, what the hell is this guy doing?
You're like, yeah, just do like 10 reps of those and you'll be back in the game, baby. Like,
Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go at it.
I mean, wait, but how tall are you? I mean, not to like exploit you or like sexualize you, but like, how tall are you?
6'4".
Say that again.
6'4". 6'4".
Okay, 6'4". And how much do you weigh?
I'm about 200.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
You look bigger than that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
would've said,
good,
like,
good, big, right?
Yeah, like amazing. You look
Thank
like
you.
wait, is the camera on me? You look like an avatar, okay? Like you look like a mannequin, like just something that the government would create to like showcase the perfect human
Well,
specimen.
thank you. I might be Avatar for Halloween next year.
Right? That would be
Actually, I've always wanted to do that. I love Avatar.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would be a gorgeous avatar.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so aside from doing upside down handstand acrobatics.
Ironically, I walk better upside down than I do just on my feet. So I'm always tripping or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. So wait, you meditate, CrossFit. I also meditate. What I do, just tips and tricks for y'all, because this is kind of a mental health podcast in a sense, like sometimes.
I got you.
Abraham Hicks. I'll
Okay.
just put her on and I'll kind of like half sleep, like daydream sleep, and that'll be like my meditation and like her words about like the vortex and like
Okay.
really just letting go of any type of negative thought or feeling and just surrendering and letting go and like just like literally raising our frequency because
I love
everything
that.
is energy.
Abraham Hicks?
Yeah,
I gotta check
Abraham
her out.
Hicks.
It's
Yeah.
it's a girl or guy?
It's a woman.
Okay.
Her real name is different, but like her spirit guide name is Abraham.
Okay.
So like she's separate. She's like Abraham is a separate entity. And so when Abraham comes in to speak to everybody, it's like
Ooh,
they
I like
know.
that.
Yeah. It's so amazing because I think like we all just need to remember that like we can fall into the trap of like LA traffic and like
Oh yeah.
just like the past 3 guys I dated or just you know what I mean, like LA life is so dark sometimes.
It can be. Yeah, it can be.
And it's just knowing that we literally are magical beings, like we can change everything by switching the frequency of our bodies and
Yeah.
energy.
So my fiance and I, we went to Costa Rica earlier this year.
Yes.
And it was actually like a pretty much like a woman's retreat, but her aunt, who's a medium,
Yeah.
she does a retreat there every year, and she invited us to come. You know, it was just an amazing experience. But
Right.
you know,
You can talk to them for a second.
long story short, it was I think for me it was one of those moments where I just realized like how much you could be on a hamster wheel out here.
Oh my God.
And I just, it was so grounding. And for me, like coming back, I just like, you know what, I have to change some daily habits because I got to make sure that I'm just getting in tune with myself. And if I can find some nature or just some beauty in the little things in my daily.
Yes.
life, so.
Oh my God. Hashtag hamster on a wheel. Say it again.
Hamster on a wheel.
You guys get off the wheel. Like,
Yeah.
put your feet in the sand, get into nature.
Take some breaks, guys.
Don't do drugs. I am sober. I'm not preaching, but like, just, it would be great if everyone could just stop, please. Cause like, I personally am accepting applications for men that don't have a coke problem and don't drink.
What about
Like,
weed and mushrooms?
I mean, that's fine.
I was about to say, I was like, okay, everything.
No, I mean, if you're microdosing like the chocolatey cute mushroom situation, that's fine. If you're like seriously doing like microdosing ketamine like with a therapist, I guess. But I'm telling you, these boys out here, like, I'll bleep this out, but when is gonna be over? Like, because here's another hot topic. You work at Soho House, which is like the hottest place to be in LA.
Shout out to Soho House.
Now, you're around the biggest celebrities in the world. Do you notice your friends or your peers get caught up in that lifestyle? Or like, I mean, even just being in show business in the industry, like, do you see people still getting caught up in like the drugs and alcohol?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really see it that much, just because I'm kind of the older guy now.
Yeah.
Everyone's like in their 20s. Like it's a bunch of young servers and bartenders.
Yeah,
so
but what? You're like 35.
I'm 42.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
42.
shit.
24th episode flip.
Damn, baby, you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Mom and dad, I need to give them all the credit.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
true.
white people age horribly, and
What you talking
ethnicity?
about? You,
Oh, I mean, I look good because I'm sober. So if you want to look young as fuck, you gotta quit drinking and stop doing drugs.
drink some water and get some sleep.
Yeah. So like the young people, well, I like, let me put the camera back on my face so you boys can hear this. I mean, oh my God, he's 31 and still doing it.
Dang, girl.
Okay. Like but I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they hide it. They think that you're not going to find out. And then they show up like, yeah, what's up?
That's interesting. So you couldn't tell it all, really.
It's LA. So people put on a facade like, oh, she's sober, so I don't want her to know.
Right. I just think I would feel like you would kind of see it like in a personality, like,
Yeah.
like red flags or something, right?
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Like it's not like I was in a relationship with this person.
All right, I got you.
It's just I've just noticed that it's still very happening in LA.
Yeah.
And I know people in their 30s that are doing drugs.
Yeah.
So you're gonna run with the statement of you don't see it.
I mean, I mean, you're putting me on the spot, so I'm trying to remember something in particular, but I don't really recall, like, I mean, I've heard like, hey, someone's doing cocaine in the bathroom or something, but,
Right.
but yeah, I don't like see it in front of me or anything most
Yeah.
of the time because I'm just like nonstop making drinks.
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good to hear. I mean, I want to hear that we can go to these restaurants and bars and clubs without
Right.
seeing that stuff out in the open. I don't know. Maybe I need to like reset I'm bringing it into my universe for some reason. I'm still attracting wild people into my vortex.
I mean, I can't imagine why.
Can't you guys just be hot and sober? God damn it. I feel like hot people have the most problems.
Nah, there's some out there. There's some sober hot guys. for
Right.
sure.
Do you know any?
No, I don't.
See,
If I do come across someone, I would definitely point them out for you.
that is my point.
I'll send 'em your
You
way.
can't even think of one hot guy that's sober.
No, I mean, no. What do you?
See, it's true.
Because you're putting me on the spot. I'm sure I could think of a few guys.
Uh-huh.
Just give me like a day, and I'm like, all right,
Okay.
I got you.
Definitely tell them. Wait. Tell them
They gotta
that
go on a podcast first.
Rochelle, not Rachel. No, they do not need to do the goddamn podcast.
Rachel.
They just need to have a car
Okay.
and a job
Car and a job.
and a home,
Okay.
and they need to pick me up and take me on a date.
All right. I mean, it's LA though. A house. They
No, a
do-
home.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, look, the guy before the last guy had a studio apartment,
All right,
okay?
all right.
And he had no money, and I was like, it's cool.
3 things: house, job,
Yeah.
and a car. I got you.
Not a house, like an
All right,
apartment.
a home, man, whatever. Yeah.
Car, job,
They
apartment.
can have roommates. It's fine. I got you.
I don't know about the roommates. I don't know about the roommates. But I need them to like not be doing drugs.
I got you. I got you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Promise?
Mental note. I got you.
Okay. Let's get back to you. I just saw Kevin Hart at the Bourbon Room.
Oh, dope.
Okay. He showed up unannounced. You have worked with Kevin.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you did a show.
Yeah. Real Husbands of Hollywood. That was the first show I've ever booked.
Amazing.
Yeah. That was a great experience. Both from Philly. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got to share the camera with a Philly guy.
Wasn't Nick Cannon on that show?
Yeah. Nick Cannon, Nelly, and Boris Cujo.
So Kevin, I also went to his facility,
Okay.
Big Heart Productions or
Mhm.
Heart Productions or whatever. Do you see yourself having something like that someday? Like, does he inspire you as like a business person? Because I know for me, I would love to have an all-female production team in a building and like have my own shows.
Yeah.
Does that interest you?
Man, that's a great question. To be honest with you, I've never thought about that until just now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's goals right there. I
Yeah.
would love to have something like that. One of my passions besides the acting business is fitness, and I love working with kids. So I always wanted to have an establishment where basically I work with kids, show
Yeah.
them how to properly do exercises, work on their nutrition. Because basically, like, I grew up in a rough neighborhood. We didn't really have access to certain foods, and we were just eating I mean, we ate good and everything, but at the same time, a lot of the quality of the food wasn't that great.
Yep.
I was drinking like cereals, high sugar, things like that. So I would love to have some type of organization that focuses on the kids and making sure that they're learning these things at an early stage. So
Wow. Oh my God. Kevin, would you be interested in helping Elando put something like that together? I think it's just like putting it out in the universe, like doing
Yeah, I agree.
collabs. Like with, like Kevin's probably always looking for new stuff to do.
yeah, for sure.
He's nonstop. Like he just does not stop. And Nick doesn't either. Like, can you please stop, Nick? Like, please stop having children.
Shit.
I think he's at like 13 now.
No, those guys though, they're definitely like great examples. Like you said, they never stop, and it's just very inspiring to see guys that are just like, and ladies that they're just constantly like working. No matter what, they're making things happen. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And to me, it is all about community. Because my mom ran 3 dance studios,
Oh,
and
wow, I didn't know that.
oh my God, I miss it every day. Like growing up and being a part of a team.
Yeah.
And when I first got to LA, it was so crazy to me that there's so many players, there's so many people, there's so many players.
Play us.
There's so many players. There's so many people that do not know how to be a team player.
Yeah. True.
Especially with women. I'm like, girls, we've got to like come together. We've got to like build a team. Especially as a singer, you can't be a successful singer without a team.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be great as like an actor, writer, producer to like have a group of like 5 dudes that you could work with consistently as a team and like not only put this facility together for the kids, but also put a studio together to shoot your own shows?
Well, I think I mean, I think that's like one of the great things that I love about LA is just like the more that you're out here, the more you're doing things, you just build a network.
Yeah.
You know, like I could think of at least like 3 or 4 people right off the top of my head. Like if I were to put something together, I'm like, I want to be working with them because I
Yeah.
know they're serious. I know they get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, we're calling those 5 people out right now. Like, I think that we all need to just like be collabing with each other because
Yeah, for sure.
I want people to be more open about it. I think people get like really caught up with like, is it good for my brand, or how much time is it gonna take? How much is it gonna cost? It's like, just close your eyes and do it, people.
Very true. I
Just-
think that's where my ADD kicks in, and my head's like thinking about everything.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Oh my God. I would love to talk about that for a minute. I have severe ADHD. I listen to podcasts that talk about symptoms of ADHD and how it is so debilitating
Yeah.
because it is analysis paralysis. We have like a huge to-do list, and then we like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like, oh my God, how do I even start?
Literally
Like,
just talking to my fiance today about this.
yeah.
She's always just like, babe, just go one by one, just get it done and do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it helps having that person that you can kind of bounce those ideas off. And she's helped me so much. Like, I mean, before I was like a major procrastinator.
Yeah.
So to see like how I came along over the years, you know, like having someone to just like openly communicate with and talk to.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Maybe we'll start an ADHD support group
Heck
for for actors.
We got a lot of us out here, so
Yes, I feel like creative people just are ADHD. I have to focus on the Patreon for this show now, and I was telling Maria like the Patreon website isn't cute, and like I need things to be like pink and glittery for me to like get into it, you know?
Okay,
like,
I got you.
I'm very visual. And with ADHD people, we have to be passionate about the task, or we just won't do it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
For those of us who barely work out, do you have any words of advice to get motivated for the workout? Because that's another ADHD thing.
Oh man, I mean, for me, I usually do my workouts at a CrossFit training yard in North Hollywood, back of Voice Amazing. But for me, having that community is huge. So, I mean, like if you go to that gym, for instance, there's people of all different ages and backgrounds, and just, you know, at the end of the day, we're just there to get a workout, meet people, support each other. And I think that's the first thing. So if you find something that you're passionate about, like you were saying,
Yeah.
like my girl, like I brought her, she hates it. She's like, I don't like this intense workouts. But now she goes to the playground dance studio.
Yes.
And that's her form of working out.
Amazing.
You know, and that brings her in every week and something that she's passionate about. So I think you just got to find that one thing that you could do.
What class does she take at Playground?
Heels, baby.
Does she take from Marissa?
Yeah, she loves her.
Oh my.
She's killing it now too. Like I watch her just, and she's never been a dancer. And she goes consistently every week, and like seeing how much she's gotten better. I'm like, damn, she's killing it.
The Monday class? The
She
beginner?
she does Saturday and Mondays. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I have PTSD. I literally did a post today about I tried to take class this morning and I had a full mental breakdown.
Why?
Because it reminds me of my mom and
Oh.
like being in the dance studio. But it's my dream to take class from Marissa without having a breakdown.
Aw.
So maybe if I go with Candace,
You should. Hey, listen, I'm sure she'd be down.
you know, like, okay,
She's got to meet
Candace-
you first, but yeah.
yeah. We need to meet each other. But like also my friend Samantha wants to go. Like my friend Chloe wants to go.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of us girls are so scared to go, which is so funny because I was a dance teacher my whole life. Like I started teaching at 14, but I lost my mom.
Yeah. Which
you
I'm
know?
sorry to hear, you know.
No, it's okay. I mean, but like it just like for anyone dealing with like losing loved ones during the holidays too, like it's so hard. I don't want that to stop me from being a dancer. Like I love dance so much, and I don't want that to be the thing that is the reason why I never dance again, you know?
I'm just like a quick note for me. Like I always wanted to dance, and it was like interesting because I've always like been supportive, like, babe, go, like, you know, like step out of the box. And then she just, you know, she finally just did it. And then I'm like, man, I want to do it. But then that fear came in where I was like, I don't know if I could, just because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm worried about being in front of like a class where everyone knows what they're doing. And I'm the one person that like sucks. So, I mean, it happens with guys too, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm going to start by renting a dance studio and just like bringing in a couple of dancers and like having a dance day or something.
Just kind of like go with her. Show.
Yeah. I want to
it
go through these amazing music videos that you have been a part of.
Okay.
Let's just go through the list and chat it up.
So I would say, let's see, S&M with Rihanna.
Okay, who was the choreographer?
I don't remember.
Really?
That was a long time ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Well, we're going to put the name right. Wait.
And we weren't dancing really on that.
Choreographed by, and shout out to you. We love you. Did you meet Rihanna?
Yeah, I had to, I was in the opening scene where I had to like carry her.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, she whipped me too. I was in some bondage.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the audition was hilarious. The audition was probably one of the funniest and favorite auditions ever. But
why? What happened?
well, I wasn't really like, I never did an audition for a music video before, but it was like literally it was like 3 guys, 3 girls, and there was a chair, and they said, we just want you to do the hottest thing and just let go and do whatever you feel like. And like this girl just like sat on top of me and like busted her shirt open, and it was just like, yeah, it was I was like, okay, we're doing this, and we booked it. So, so I guess we killed it.
Elando always killing it with the stripper BDSM stuff.
Yeah, and I think I had a gag ball that one too. So actually, I did have a gag ball.
Hashtag gag ball. Merry Christmas. Okay, so what's next? What another one?
Motivation I did with Kelly Rowland.
Nice.
That one was tough because I was sick that day. I remember it like vividly. But it was a freaking amazing video. Like we shot it like in a basement. I feel like I remember Serena Williams being there.
Wow.
'Cause I guess they were like, they're friends and stuff.
Were they lesbian lovers?
No, I think she just came there to support her. But I remember seeing Serena there. I was like, what? But yeah, no, that video was awesome. But it was like a really big one. So there was a lot of different, people. So it was a big set.
Shout out Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Are you hoping for a Destiny's Child reunion?
I mean, that'd be dope. I'm down with that. I like to do a Destiny's Child video.
Yes, right? Oh my God. Okay, so what else? Aren't there other ones?
Oh, Fifth Harmony, Work From Home. Yeah, that was a fun one.
So you knew Camila Cabello before she was Camila.
Yeah, I met all of them. They were all great. I remember, well, one of the girls' mom came up to me and she was like, "You're one of the construction workers, right?" And then I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I handpicked you with my daughter." She was like, "I saw your audition tape."
Oh my
And they were like, "We gotta
God.
book him." And I was like, "Well, thank you so much." They were all like, everyone on set was sweet, and it was just like, it was actually like a great video.
Cool.
Like, yeah, me and Sam got cool, so he was on there too and stuff. But yeah,
Who?
Sam, Brittany's man, like Brittany's ex.
Sam Asghari.
Yeah, great guy. But yeah, no, it was a great video.
Did you ever hang out with Brittany?
No, never hung about Brittany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked out with Sam?
No, we never worked. I mean, at that time he was like, "Hey, come out the gym and stuff like that." But I'm bad with just maintaining relationships and stuff.
Oh,
But
okay.
we ran into each other a few times for some auditions and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah,
Please
great
come
guy.
do the pod. And also schedule a workout session with Elando and live stream it so we can all watch. Thanks. What other videos have you done?
I did this video for this awesome artist. A little crazy, but it was a pleaser video.
Oh yeah, Rochelle Royale.
Rochelle
It's not
Royale.
Rachel Royal, it's Rochelle Royale.
Rochelle.
Honey. And once again, shout out to Matt Katy, who is literally the choreographer for the Madonna tour, and tickets are on sale right now. Also, shout out to my baby girl Val, who is the wife of Jason and Valerie Young. with
Oh,
8
all
and
right.
1 Productions.
Nice. All right.
Haven't you worked with them?
I can't recall. No.
8 and 1 Productions. Valerie is Madonna's double for the show.
Oh my God. I
And
love
she's-
Madonna. She's one of the artists that I always wanted to see too. So I definitely got to see that show.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't worked with Madonna yet.
I know. I wish that would be a dream.
Yes. Matt, hook it up.
Matt is awesome. He actually got me on the was a Katy Perry Bon Appetit video.
Oh my God.
That was cool. It was a bunch of dancers there, so it was like the only one I couldn't dance, but that was a great video.
Nice. That's the timer.
Oh wow. I was like, I thought you were making some cookies or something. I was like, I love cookies.
I'm the snack, okay? I'll make cookies for you next time. We'll have a round 2 with
I'm already to
Elando.
that.
You know what would be so fun is the next episode we'll do like a live workout session.
Okay, I'm down.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
let's do
you
it.
can
Let's see
teach
your
us
skills. See you upside down doing handstand push-ups.
in stripper heels. I will do it. Don't tempt me.
Hey. She said she's gonna do it. All right, guys.
Challenge accepted. But also the choreography from the work from home video, or what is it?
You work from home with Fifth Harmony?
Yeah. What's the name of the song?
Work from home.
Work from home?
Yeah.
Work from home.
Work from home.
Okay, we want to learn that choreography.
I mean, I had a drill or something, so
Oh, perfect.
that was my choreography. And then the girls just danced around us, so I didn't really have to do much.
Perfect.
I had like this, it was a saw blade or something, and then I had no idea. It was like, yeah, just hold it like this and create the sparks.
The sparks were created.
Ah,
Okay, so to end the episode, tell everyone where we can find you on the internet.
okay.
And make a promise that you're going to be on TikTok more often, because I'm going to do the same thing.
Well, my Instagram is at Elando Baltimore. I promise you, I will get my TikTok up and running.
Yes.
And so next time you ask me when we do the next show,
Yeah.
I'll have it ready.
Yes, the
promise.
TikTok live.
TikTok live.
Yes.
Yep.
And I bet you TikTok would love like little snippets of you and Sam Asghari like doing push-ups or something.
I'll reach out to him. I'll see if that's a possibility.
God, you guys would go viral.
Well, we'll see.
All right, you guys, we love you so much. Happy holidays. Give each other big hugs and do something today that makes you happy. And remember to meditate and journal and love yourself and love your loved ones. And yeah, just extra love. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow Elando. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Great clothes.